Over the summer of 2017, I was fortunate enough to be able to spend 3 weeks in France. I spent most of my time in the city of Lyon, and I got to go to Paris for a couple of days as well. Instead of being a typical tourist, I got to live in the culture. I lived in the home of a family who are natives. I got to be a part of their family as well. I experienced what it was like to host parties with a dress code, formal dining, and people who waited on us. I got to experience the different hobbies the family enjoyed as well. I learned to ride horses on an English saddle compared to a Western saddle, which what I was used to. I got to attend large volleyball tournaments that lasted till early hours in the morning. I got to ride on a motorcycle through the countryside. I even got to drive on their very tiny roads, where if another oncoming car was ahead, you pulled over to the side of the road and just passed each other. I ate all the best foods, even oysters, which they considered a delicacy. I went to bars and fancy restaurants with 3-course meals, and even McDonald's, and got a McFlurry, a chocolate McFlurry. I even cut my hair off and went grocery shopping. I was living deep inside their culture. All of it sounds like a dream, but it being my first time out of the country, I was nervous and I found the experience to be extremely difficult. Not many people there spoke English, so communication was very hard, but also super important for me. I needed communication to feel connected to everyone, but regardless, the people I met worked hard to help me understand. Visiting Paris was almost a relief for me. It was an enormous tourist city, so I ran into people who spoke English and Americans everywhere. Lyon, on the other hand, was a big city with millions of people but who all barely spoke English, so it was more difficult to communicate there. Lyon was a beautiful city full of history as well as Paris. Seeing the Eiffel Tower, Arc de Triomphe, and the Louvre was also surreal. It was like looking to a picture. Things I've seen my whole life and dreamed of going to, I was able to see in real life. The whole experience was nothing like I imagined it to be, but it was one I wouldn't trade for the world. I'm super grateful and lucky that I was able to get the chance that not many people do to travel out of the country.